Speed equalized. Do you think you could beat Mr. Krabs in a fight?
No. He's got big meaty claws.
Well, is it also size equalized?
Yeah, size equalized as well.
Definitely not then, because he'd come down with my ankle usually.
You sound like a British man.
What?
Just for a brief second, you didn't make any sense. That's not what I meant, but...
Oh no.
Subway's coming to Jolly.
Jolly.
When your DoorDasher drops it off, can you announce Subway has come to Jolly and just close the door on him?
No tip.
It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you in a fucking Reddit thread, dude.
Did I ever tell you guys I had an Uber driver named Baby? He was like a Pakistani dude. And the moment I got in the car, he was like, yes, I've heard it before.
That's really funny, actually.
He's ready for it. He's ready.
Yeah, I get it, Chris.
Hey, man.
You just come back from the dentist. Neve after dentist.
I'm eating.
Wait, do they numb any part of your safe? Any part of your face?
No. They just went in there.
Whenever I went in a couple years ago, I had like a lot of work I had to get done, and so I had to go in like for different sessions, and they didn't want to numb my entire mouth because apparently that's like dangerous. You can like accidentally like, bite off your own tongue, so they had my face at a time. And when I flared my nostrils, it'd only do like one nostril. Really funny.
I've never had the happy gas, unfortunately. I've just gotten the shots. No.
I mean, yeah, I've only had shots. I think the only time I've ever been put under by gas was when I got my appendix taken out. I think that was by gas. I can't really remember.
Time I got into a Uber and the guy said my name with the Italian pronunciation and said, "Are you Italian?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm part Italian." And you just start speaking fucking Italian to me. And I'm like, "No, I'm not that Italian."
Hands down, my favorite Uber experience is I got in a car once and the guy seemed pretty aloof, and then he sneezed really hard, and then I said, "Bless you." And the moment I said "bless you," his face lit up and he turned around and he said, "Thank you," really enthusiastically, and turned on Christian rock.
Oh my god.
He waits for people to do it, dude. That wasn't a real sneeze. I mean, he's not wrong.
Must tattoo a Japanese koi fish. Koi fish rely on clean, solid lines to make them strong, readable images.
This thing scales,
be
it's
scared.
got lines and things. I mean, it's basically it's mandatory to do scale.
You got it, tattoo. It's all dramatic. Mr. Jazzles.
It's like they caught me at like a food court. I'm eating like 3 burgers.
Coco, what is your favorite subject in high school?
Like
Class.
pretty much anything except for English. I hated
What,
English.
really?
I like some literature, but I hated learning about how the language worked itself.
I love English.
In 8th grade, they had my teacher, I knew she liked Star Wars just from like our homeroom, like we were talking or something. And then she made the mistake of saying, "Okay, now 2-page maximum, write a story about your favorite thing, like movie, book, TV show." And I wrote her 18 fucking pages of Star Wars.
What?
What?
She fucking said you did more. You did like 4 times the amount of work. Not even that. Fucking
Yeah.
You did 7 times the work you needed to.
Yeah.
What?
Because it was, yeah, dude, I had a story. It was going.
What grade were you in?
8th grade.
You're fucking bad.
Oh my. Oh.
I've told you guys this story. I know this.
No, you have
I did not hear about this.
No, you haven't.
You're
I
fucking.
think Jolly's having a stroke.
You know, Coco, before I was wondering if you're on the spectrum, now I kind of know.
That was 8th
got a
grade.
good
Come
feeling.
on.
That's like not even that like young, honestly. You know what you're doing. You know what you were doing.
One of my most recent Uber drives, he was so stereotypically Russian. I mean, use the word. No, use the word motherland.
Boris.
Yeah, he used the word motherland multiple times in conversation, as well as mentioning Putin. Which I was like, the moment I heard his accent, I'm like, I wonder how long it's gonna be till this man mentions Putin. And then the moment that thought ended, he mentioned it, and I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a little fucking compartment of Nickelodeon slime that dumps on you.
You work at animal hospital, yeah? And I'm like, I'm trying to get a word out. I'm like, yeah. And then before I even get the yes out, he's like, I tried to import dog from out of country. It's Putin's dog. And I'm like Putin's dog? And he's like, no, like the dog that Putin's type is. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, yeah, big dog. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, super aggressive. And I'm like,
could kill a man in instant. Ripping limb from limb.
super aggressive, used for hunting wolves. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You're definitely it's definitely not the area to have those, though. And he's like, yeah, man, he was living out in country. He said good place for it. And I'm like, I guess. And he's like, but yeah, it was a whole lot of, he was like asking me how to get like a pet in from out of the country. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, how do you check? And I'm like, you check the USDA website. And he's like, I have to go online for this?
Literally has never touched a computer in his entire life.
Yeah, but like the fact of the matter is, and by the way, one thing I'm not getting across about this is how often this guy interrupted me, because he interrupted me literally every second of the entire car ride for some sort of input. And I'm like, oh... how long have you been working here? And I'm like, I work 5, and like before the words can leave my mouth, he's like, I've been living in this country for 2 decades.
He's like, are you ready to hear my life story? Because
I was born in the Czech Republic.
I was 13 when my mother first passed.
First.
Like, that's what you say to him, and he's like, yes.
I do like bass.
I like her design, big hoodie. I like her design, big hoodie.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
booty.
Hoodie.
Oh, big hoodie. I was like, what are you talking about?
Big booty. I like that big booty.
I do like all the comics about like this specific art that's on the screen because they're like, it makes her look pregnant. I like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've seen that like more than once.
Nev, I want you to shave the largest piece of meat you possibly can. Like, how much? Like, what's the? Just give like. When
Dude, I got a guy at the deli once who just asked for slabs of bologna.
Yeah, people make. I get that all the time, at least once a day. People make like fry it up and make bologna steaks.
What exactly is bologna, Nev?
It is all the extra buttholes from all the animals that they just mush into one.
All the extra buttholes.
It's just
The butthole thing.
Oh, the pig's got 2. Alright, put it in.
Don't you have it, Coco? I swear we played it together.
Injustice 2, yeah, but I'll be honest, I don't really have a huge interest in RS games.
I do.
He doesn't like Batman.
Don't like blocking with a button.
Yeah, you press the back button.
Yeah, you do press the button to block Coco.
And you don't even use a stick too, so you do legitimately press a button.
Okay.
Actual literal hypocrite. Genuine hypocrisy. You actually use a hitbox to play fighting games. You press a button for fucking everything.
Hey.
Coco be like, I'm blocking, nothing on
He
the
blocks with his mind.
sticks or nothing. He's like, hands are up off of the fucking controller. I'm blocking. Why am I getting hit?
Uses a foot pedal to block.
I play fighting games with a Guitar Hero controller.
Do you ever think about what it would be like to get like one of the actual entire like sausages of bologna and just bite into it?
I thought about it sometimes working out there.
If you just throw an entire stick of bologna into water, it's just a big hot dog. You can just boil it. It's just a big hot dog.
I've taken a bite out of a honeyed ham like it was a fucking hamburger.
We used to. I don't know if Neve could get away with this, but at Sobeys, because nobody gave a shit, we used to just cut slices off of something we were cutting for customers and eat it.
Yeah, I do that every fucking day.
I did all the time. Because you could just get away with it because no one's watching.
No, I'll do it right in front of my manager. She ain't gonna do anything.
I think one of my favorite
One
of my favorite customers ever was this old lady who'd come in like once every couple weeks, and she would ask for like a pound of bologna cut into slices. She's like, because my husband's a trucker. And then one week, her husband came in to order the same thing, and I was like, "Are you the guy who's married to the lady who always comes in?" He's like, "Yep." I'm like, "Trucker, right?" He's like, "Yep."